Hello and welcome back to Shelf Centered. Again, thanks for stopping by. Hey, just like doing these weekly updates, we got to center this shelf. And unlike last week where it felt more like a scattering or disorganizing of the shelf, sorry, it's bad. I thought long and hard about that one. But it really was. I was frustrated with last week's video. Part of the problem was I didn't outline, I rushed it. I only had so much time. I'm still full of excuses, as you guys know. And I threw out a video for a monthly wrap up and didn't even talk about the books that I read for that month. Anyway, the one purpose of the thing I didn't even do. So that's why I have my trusty notepad and my notes, my outline on it, so I can actually focus here like usual. That one just, I try to get these done and filmed kind of right before I get into work and get going, and just felt a little too rushed. And I liked what's in the video. I don't like what I left out of the video. So anyway, this is an attempt to center the shelf much better than I did for last week's monthly one. So anyway, sorry for that. It was a little confusing and a little frustrating, again, just editing it, and then I just put it out there, and probably should have done a little more editing and updates on that. So we've learned, we're learning. But anyway, this one will be hopefully a little bit better. I again apologize. So I did read last month, since we did a monthly update last week and didn't actually do the update. I'll do that now. I only got 2 books in, which is a far cry from a couple months ago when I read 8 in a month. And I think I've made so many excuses already, but it's been an insane month, whether I've been sick or in the hospital or just in nonstop court hearings. So Sword of Kaigen and The Sandman, both of them I reviewed on the channel. You can check those out. And those are the 2 excellent months for at least reading those. I just wanted to give an update on my current reads. We're going to keep my nice little titles going. That's why I have them. Keep us organized here, centered. I'm still, this is on me, not on the book, because I'm loving the book. Like I said, I'm almost done with Blood and Bone. Just right there. Need just a solid couple days here and I could finish that, by Ian Cameron Esselmont. Again, that's all on me. Also because I happened to pick up Dune, and so of course I'm barely creeping along in that one. I couldn't help myself. It's coming out, the movie. I'm excited. So and technically, I guess I put on my Goodreads that I'm reading Sorcery by Terry Pratchett. It was mostly because I kind of started it, but then I needed a way to post all the quotes from it. That I literally can't make it a page without quoting something, and not all of them, at least that I could easily find, are on the quotes page for Terry Pratchett. So I just started technically reading it, but we'll get there. Some Audible issues, so I would have actually finished a couple extra books probably last month, or maybe just at least early this month. But one of the problems was I was midway through Black Flame by Will White, number 3 in the Cradle series, and it just stopped. So it was one of those, it was part of Audible's catalog, and suddenly it was not part of Audible's catalog midway through my reading. So it just locked it out, and I'm one who's stubborn enough to go, well, I guess I'm not using a credit on that. It's worth a credit. It's a great book. But I also have it on Kindle, so I just picked it up. And so that's what I'm currently also reading on Kindle. So it's just one more thing to just slow down my reading. But at least I was already halfway through Black Flame. Now I really haven't been able to put that one down, so I'm about 70% into it now. Again, just about to finish Black Flame as well. Also, so I then picked up, and I mentioned in, I believe, my last Centering the Shelf video, that I picked up Harry Harrison's Death World, the first one. Hey, this is great. It's a 6-hour long Audible book. Might as well. I can throw that in between. Easy one. It's Sci-Fi September. Pick it up, get halfway through, And again, it was on the free catalog for Audible. It suddenly was not on the free catalog. It just so happened to be when I'm halfway through. It's hard not to start putting patterns together. I also probably have downloaded way too many from the catalog, and so I now have learned my lesson that they're not forever. I should have known. And that they will just suddenly lock up. So I got halfway through Death World. I do not have that one on Kindle, so I can't just pick it up. So I'll figure it out, but I do want to finish it. It's actually been really entertaining so far. I mean, I could probably go just grab it from the library or something and finish that really quickly, because I am enjoying that. But one of my TBR books was Consider Phlebas, and that was my Audible pick, one of my Audible TBRs from my last TBR, and we'll get to updating that. But Billy Summers just came through on my Overdrive, and what's the person to do? I had to wait weeks for Billy Summers, so now I'm reading Billy Summers on my Overdrive through my library. So that's what I usually do for the ones that are easy to get on Overdrive. It's such a good app. You can get plenty of stuff there. So that's the current reading, which is way too much. Yes, I've bitten off way more than I can chew. It's already clear. So anyway, I will make forward progression. If I've learned anything from books, it's that slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady gets you to your goals as long as you stick with it. You do something on a consistent basis, you'll get there. So if anything, we're just really emphasizing that lesson, and I'll never have anything to review again because I'll just be halfway through all of my books. All right, so next thing I wanted to talk about, I found a couple deals. I won't focus too much on this. I thought it was great. Planetfall by Emma Newman. It's #1 in the Planetfall series, $1.99. The Space Trilogy by C.S. Lewis is still $1.99. That's the whole trilogy. And I think for my money, the best one that I found was Night Watch by Terry Pratchett is only $2.99. So some good deals. I'm sorry, I missed Pier Nisi. I thought it might still last till today. It was in $1.99 all week, and it's no longer that. So I'll try to be better at updating my Twitter maybe. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, I've posted deals in the past on Twitter just as I see them and trying to go, hey, let me get these out while at least I know about them. So anyway, those are the deals that I found this week. Media. You guys you may or may not have seen my last video. It's done actually pretty well. It's topping my personal charts here as far as my videos go. My Wheel of Time kind of teaser and kind of look at just my thoughts on it. I'm very excited, and I think the teaser did a good job of packing so much into a little tiny space. It got me really excited because we got to see some Trollocs. We got to see a Fade, which kind of looks like a mix between a Fade and a Drakkar, or Myrddraal and a Drakkar, whatever you want to call them. We got lots of good. I don't know. I know some people have some criticisms for the clothing, and I get them. And I even had some on I'm concerned about maybe being a little cartoonish on the bright colors. But I think overall, this was a teaser trailer that's got me very excited, and I can't wait to see the first episode and see where this goes. A couple of really good actors in it. McKelvey, I might be... I've watched too much It's Always Sunny. What's his name? Roose Bolton from Game of Thrones. That I'm excited because I think he'll be a good Tam. And then of course our very own Moraine. I think she's going to be great. The other one is The Matrix 4. It's hard not to get excited for that, even though I know there's the other sequels. They don't have a great record here. Personally, I like the sequels. I think you have to kind of divorce yourself from... They're not going to be The Matrix, the first movie again. The Matrix kind of was this mind-blowing, like, what is it? Yeah, I remember going, I don't know, what is it? It's a mystery. And as you like learn about it, it kind of blows your mind. Oh my gosh, you could just be fed. I'd love to be, fed in these books and fed that information in 5 seconds, and then you can do kung fu or whatever it is. So you're not going to get that when he suddenly turns into Superman, and it's a whole different story. I appreciate what they did with the sequels. I enjoy them. I'm excited for more, but I could see if it's a little hesitation because they are not the prior sequels aren't looked positively on so much. But I'm excited. I saw someone said it's just John Wick 4, right? Which we're also on waiting for. Which I wore my moving my camera around, my Cuphead / John Wick favorite shirt. So I'm extremely excited for it. I think it'll be great. I think Keanu does well with the beard look. His latest Bill and Ted Face the Music. I think losing the beard was a bad call. For like people, he doesn't need this, but I cover my double chin with my beard, and so I think he sports the beard well, but it is hard to now go, okay, bearded Neo is not John Wick. Anyway, it's cool, it's fine. I'm okay if crossover. Anyone? I could do that. I wanted to give kind of my anticipated books, the books I'm eyeing specifically right now. And as a mood reader, this is where I get into dangerous territory. There's actually a couple more I couldn't think of. Too many. I have too many good friends that I trust the recommendations too much, and I want to read everything that they ever say. You guys, it's your own faults. So I can't stick to a TBR or even anything lately. So what I really am eyeing is The Desert Prince by Peter V. Brett. That's one I keep hearing some mixed things right now. I'm a little nervous, but for me, I've heard mixed things the last couple books, and it hasn't, dampened my excitement for Demon Cycle books and world. I love that world so much, and I haven't really been able to focus on it too much. I think I brought it up before, but I really wanted to, hey, this is one I really am anticipating. Usually it'll knock out anything in the TBR, but since I started this channel, I'm like, okay, for once in my life, I got to semi-stick to a TBR in my life. And the other one I'm eyeing, especially with all, the trilogy is completed. There is a full book that I've seen out in the wild, The Wisdom of Crowds. So the third book in this new trilogy, In the First Law World by Joe Abercrombie. I have a little hatred and I have the trouble with peace, and I will definitely soon be having The Wisdom of Crowds, and so what a better time to kind of jump on that. It's all there. It's Joe Abercrombie, and he's one of my favorites. So then a couple just upcoming things on the channel. I want to update my TBR video. I kind of went overboard last time. I kind of started calling it, no, it's more of a TBR pool, okay? Don't hold me to that. It's a pool, not a TBR exactly in every sense of the word. And then also I've already got filmed my top 10 fantasy books. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I love top 10 lists. And yes, you could say they're easy videos for YouTube. They're popular videos for YouTube. And I'll be honest, I just like them. I'll take the benefits of them being popular too, which is fine. You can see my last couple of videos, I'm trying to just mostly do this for what I find interesting and entertaining. And, I thought my bad quotes on books video would be, more popular, and it wasn't, and it's fine, but it's like, those are things that I find entertaining and fun. And so I also love a good top 10 list, and I'm not going to deny it, and I'm not going to shy away from it or anything like that. I'm going to do it, and I'll have fun with it. And I think they're fun, and I love hearing people's top 10s because I like getting that kind of conversation going over and over and over again. I'll keep going because they constantly evolve. That's the beauty of them too. So endless content. But anyway, hey, what are you guys doing? What are you reading? What is going on in your lives? I hope you're doing well. I wish you all the best, and I can't thank you enough. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Please do so if you haven't, and we will see you next week on the Flippity Flop.